Science is increasingly important in the quest for speed, and no more than in long-distance endurance races. Backed by armies of skilled technicians and engineers, teams of drivers fight the course, the clock and each other for a whole day and night, and their cars need to perform at their maximum at sustained high speeds and stay together for as long as 5,000 kilometres at a stretch, making a joke of the 300-kilometre jaunts of a Formula One Grand Prix. This year, the French Pescarolo team had a weight advantage over its rivals, thanks to a collaborative effort with the European Space Agency. Pierre Brisson is responsible for technology transfer at the European Space Research Centre.
When we send something into space, we immediately think of miniaturization, durability and reliability. Every kilo we send into space costs 100,000 euros, so it had better work when it gets there.
Pescarolo's car uses carbon composite materials which are often used in the construction of satellites. The Pescarolo started at the front of the grid and crossed the finish line 24 hours later in second place. Hopes of victory dashed when a humble water leak required an extra 2-minute pit stop. André de Cotanze is the team's technical director.
A racing car is a complex technical assembly using many novel ideas. And for it to be competitive, you need to use not only resistant and lightweight materials, but you often have to deal with thermal loads that are similar to those found in space. These are carbon parts. Traditionally, they were made from aluminium. But by using composites, we save half the weight and they are twice as stiff. There's also vital heat insulation. Here, it's between the motor and the fuel tank. Only 6 millimetres thick, it provides near 90% heat resistance.
Motor racing gives space engineers the chance to test weight, heat resistance, strength and reliability without leaving the ground.
These elements come from composite materials developed for and used by satellites in particular. And inside the car there are others, particularly safety devices. We've used the same thermal protection that we use on the Vulcan motor in the Ariane rocket.
Another similarity between racing and space exploration is the desire to go faster and further for longer. 80 years ago, Henry Ford believed that racing improves the breed. Then, as now, motorsport offered an opportunity to test new technologies before introducing them in mass-produced cars. Forged in the heat of motorsport, testing processes and parts for satellites does the same, before sending them into space where the failure of a small component would cost tens of millions. Although the team didn't win the Le Mans race in 2005, the ESA Pescarolo partnership have their eye on the future.